The door does not close loudly. It closes with a final wooden thud, and suddenly the castle above you becomes another world. You are not in a torture chamber from legend. You are in something worse, a place where time itself becomes the punishment. The air is cold, wet, and old. Every breath tastes of stone, rust, straw, smoke, and human fear. 24 hours may sound survivable from the outside. Underground, without light, it begins to feel like a sentence. In medieval Europe, imprisonment was not always meant to reform you. Often, it was meant to hold you until power decided your value. If you were noble, your name could buy space, food, and negotiation. If you were poor, the stone was your only witness. The first danger is not violence. It is confusion. You do not know the hour, the weather, or whether anyone remembers your name. Your eyes search for a window and find only a slit of darkness too narrow to promise rescue. A guard may return in 1 hour, or not until morning. In this room, uncertainty becomes a physical weight. The floor is uneven, damp, and colder than the air. Sit too long, and the chill climbs into your bones. You try to stand, but the ceiling forces your shoulders down. The chamber teaches your body to shrink. The castle above has fires, voices, kitchens, horses, prayers. Below, every sound arrives distorted through stone. A chain is not only metal. It is a warning that movement now belongs to someone else. Your first survival rule is simple: do not panic. Panic burns breath, wastes strength, and makes the walls move closer. But panic is not easy to command when the dark refuses to change. Some medieval prison spaces were vaults, towers, cellars, or converted rooms. The nightmare was not always designed. Sometimes it was simply neglected. That neglect could be deadly. Damp air, poor drainage, foul straw, and cold stone could weaken a prisoner before any trial began. You press your hand against the wall. Moisture gathers on your fingers. The room is drinking from the earth. If rain falls outside, water may find the cracks before food finds the door. There is no soft bed, no clean blanket, no promise of warmth. Survival becomes a negotiation with discomfort. The second danger is thirst. Not dramatic, not cinematic from the outside, but immediate inside the body. A cup of water could depend on a guard, a servant, a bribe, or the mood of someone who never looks you in the eye. If you lick moisture from stone, you are not being theatrical. You are admitting that thirst has started making decisions for you. Hunger arrives slower, but it changes the room. Every creak above you begins to sound like a bowl that will never come. Medieval imprisonment often reflected status. Some captives were held for ransom. Others were held because they were easy to forget. That is the true terror of a dungeon. Not that it is hidden, but that it makes forgetting convenient. The third danger is the air. A small chamber with poor ventilation turns every breath into a limited resource. Smoke from lamps, damp straw, waste, and enclosed bodies could make the darkness feel thicker than night. You begin counting breaths, then stones, then memories. The mind searches for structure when the world gives none. This is where the dungeon changes from place to pressure. You hear footsteps overhead. They stop. For 1 second, hope opens like a crack in the wall. Then the footsteps move away, and the silence returns heavier than before. A prisoner must learn to save energy. Do not shout unless someone can hear. Do not beat the door until your hands fail. The door is not your enemy because it is strong. It is your enemy because it does not need to answer. If there is a hatch above, the room becomes even crueler. Freedom is visible only as an unreachable shape. Legends of oubliettes grew from this fear. A chamber entered from above, where escape depended on someone lowering mercy down to you. Historians warn that the popular dungeon image is often exaggerated, but harsh castle prisons and dark vaults did exist. The real story is not fantasy. It is administration, power, neglect, ransom, local justice, and human bodies trapped in bad. Your body now keeps a clock of its own. Cold hands, stiff knees, dry mouth, shallow breath. You try to sleep, but the floor steals heat faster than rest can return it. Sleep in darkness is not peaceful. It feels like falling through a room with no edges. Every noise becomes evidence. A key ring, a drop of water, a board shifting, a voice too distant to understand. By midnight, the dungeon has taken something invisible. Your sense that the outside world is still organized. You begin to understand why isolation can break a person without leaving a mark. The fourth danger is judgment. In the medieval world, the law could be local, uneven, slow, and deeply tied to power. Your survival may depend less on innocence than on who speaks for you above ground. A name, a family, a lord, a coin, a written order. Any one of these could matter more than your voice in the dark. The chamber forces one question again and again. Are you a prisoner waiting for release, or a problem waiting to disappear? Dawn does not arrive as light. It arrives as a change in temperature, a shift in sounds, a thinning of the dark. Your body aches from holding itself against stone. One night has made you older in ways no mirror can show. A guard finally opens the outer passage. The sound is so ordinary that it feels unreal. This is the moment when survival becomes restraint. Rush the door, and fear may decide your fate for you. You must stand slowly, speak clearly, show weakness without surrendering control. The dungeon taught you the first law of captivity. Conserve the body, protect the mind, and never spend hope all at once. When the door opens, the castle air feels almost bright, even if the sky is still gray. But one day inside has changed the meaning of walls forever. From above, a dungeon can look like a room. From within, it is a machine that removes choice. The medieval prison did not need constant cruelty to become terrifying. It only needed stone, darkness, cold, and time. You have survived 24 hours. But now you know the real question was never only whether the body could endure. The question was whether the mind could remain yours when the past locked the door and walked away. Could you survive this?